Alright. Hello. 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 We're back with Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. And last time, we got everyone to live under the same roof. But towards the end, apparently some problems happened. So, we're gonna go deal with those problems for the next chapter or level. So, hooray! And here we go. Level 4. Maximum Impact. Oh boy. Fight Chuck. With your boy, Punchy.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Punchy78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post. The Pro Tour is heating up, with contenders eager to scoop up precious qualification points to claim a place at the main event. With the Pizza Yums Invitational happening at this year's Max, the stage is set for a bagel-powered, high-profile tournament.
It's Maximum Overdrive. Invitational tournament at Max East, the best of the best. Pro Tour points on offer. Also, Max is super fun. Take showers. Dang.
This could be the major win everybody's favorite underdog team needs to really reach for the gold. But fighting in local arcades is nothing compared to the big stage at Max. Can they see this through? Like, share, subscribe, smash the bell, rate Fight Shack 5 stars, tell your friends, tell your enemies. This is getting intense.
Why would you tell your enemies? It is the distant future year 20XX, and I am on a roll. I've won every major challenge put before me, overcome every setback, and today I'm going to utterly destroy the next obstacle in my path. And now I'm at the Pizza Yums Invitational. If we win this, we carry favor with our sponsor and rack up some very critical Pro Tour points. It's time to be serious, and while most of the time I can keep that vibe rolling, today, well, I'm pretty far outside my comfort zone, which is going to make matters difficult. Specifically, I'm 2,408 miles away from my comfort zone. That's a very specific number. Instead of my comfy and chaotic East Coast city homestead, I've flown out to the West Coast to a rainy gem of the Pacific Northwest, to Max Prime. What's Max Prime, you ask? Because I had to ask myself, looking like a total newbie in the process. In a word, crowded. Oh boy. Max is what you get when 70,000 people descend upon a building the size of an airport. All of them here to hawk retro game wares, play new arcade games, and enter tournaments. So not only am I fighting off jet lag from my first coast-to-coast trip, dealing with a neck ache from some kid kicking the back of my seat, and generally craving death, I'm also elbow to elbow with unwashed gamers eager to hustle for rare finds, valuable wares, and championship glory. The expo hall alone is like an aircraft hangar, packed with vendor booths and playable prototype games. All the major companies and arcade chains have a presence here. Even console games are represented, with the big three arcade giants having booths, but the Palace, the world's biggest arcade franchise, easily drowns them out. It looks more like a casino, if anything. All the flashing lights and the noisy crowds are threatening to drown me out too. So yeah, a little in over my head, considering I was a PC gamer, shut in until recently, but my teammates are eating this up with a spoon. Finally, a Left Coast Max. I've been to the Right Coast Max event plenty of times. Now I can compare the two. If you need me, I'll be, probably everywhere. Wow, so many people who love video games under one roof. I can't wait to say hello to all the indie devs and see what they've been making. This is just the best. First stop has to be the retro game dealers though. Maybe I can get a few more rare finds for my collection. 50-hour Japanese RPGs. Here I come. Okay, this is a bit much, isn't it? Pity Jinx couldn't come with us. I left her grouse about the gaudiness with her. Meantime, think I'll go also engage in retail therapy. See you later. Leaving me with the two most sociable individuals in our entire group, sticking by my side for the time being.
Marvelous.
Such an intense atmosphere. I'd heard many a song sung of the wonders to be found at Max, but I'll admit, little has prepared me for the reality. But I shall remain steadfast in the face of this madness, rest assured.
I vibe with it.
Behold, the wonders of Max, glorious and terrifying all at once. This is the second biggest Max I've ever seen, first being Max East, of course. Luckily, I won't have to fight the crowds too much since I'm casting the matches for the Invitational. Oh god. I've got a special VIP badge. I could come and go when I please. If you want to see Max in all of its magnificence without a sea of bodies, I can let you borrow it after show floor hours are over. Is this a bad time to mention that I haven't been in a room with more than 10 people in it since high school graduation? I mean, look at this. Where do we even start with this? Is there a map? Do I need a guide and survival gear? Should I swear to offer my tasty flesh as nourishment if we get stranded?
I disagree, my friend.
Bruh. Come now, it's not quite all that. But honestly, a guide isn't a bad idea. Loxley and I can be your Max guides. If you need anything, we're only a text away, assuming you could get any service, of course. 70k people all battling to connect to the Wi-Fi is a tournament on its own. Rhapsody is right. We will be by your side as need be.
Tally-ho!
Besides, your focus today is the Pizza Yums Invitational, yes? But all this aside and keep your goals in sight. No need to engage with the teeming masses. If you're really only interested in competitive play, do what makes you happy.
Sounds good to me.
Agreed. Do what you want to do. And if you're getting overwhelmed, it's okay to take a break and clear your head. Remember that there is an outside. It does exist. One last piece of advice from your guide. Don't forget to have some fun while you're here. There's so much more to do than the tournament. Right, tournament. Focus on the tournament. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. This is my time. This is my hour. I can do this. It's just another tournament. A very, very critical one that will earn us a favor with Pizza Yums and a ton of Pro Tour qualification points, but just another tournament. I take a breath to calm my nerves and turn to face the combat arena. Oh wow. It's a huge stage, decorated up for the big showdowns between the top professional teams, all invited by Pizza Yums. Its aura flows into the surrounding booths and right up to my toes. Soon, I'll be taking on challengers there, so why not get the lay of the land? It's good to know what I'm getting myself into. Using various hand motions and signals, I let Rhapsody and Loxley know I'm going to wander towards the stage to check it out. They nod in approval, and I try not to get lost on the jaunt over to the stage. I approach the impressive stage and... Huh? Wait, why is there press gathering by the stage seating area? The actual tournament doesn't start for another hour. Oh boy. Oh hey, it's the lady. Which is why Pizza Yums is proud to announce a brand new sponsorship of Team Play to Win, bruh. What? We're happy to work with Victoria Prode, whom you may know better as Valkyrie, two-time EVO trademark champion and coach for Team Play to Win. Pizza Yums certainly knows how to play to win, and we're thrilled to support the dreams of P2W as they rise to the Pro Tour ranks. Bruh. Camera flashes go off, as the press snaps photos of the newly minted business partners, and then one of them asks the question that's burning in my mind. What about your previous sponsor of Tokacade? Unfortunately, we parted ways with Tokacade. Their spot in Pizza Yum's Invitational will be given to Team P2W. What the heck? And they didn't even tell us? We wish their little team the best of luck in the future and see nothing but success in store for them. Now, as we look to the future, we look to Team P2W. We hope you enjoy seeing them dominate at the Pizza Yum's Invitational. Bruh. As the crowd of journalists disappears, I march right up to confront my former sponsor. Beep beep, this is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits. Bruh, we're gonna save just in case. You can't just drop Tokacade. We have a contract with you. I'm disappointed to say the least. Is there any way we could compromise? What gives? You sign me up and then stab me in the back in favor of P2W? Doesn't P2W already have like dozens of sponsors? Why back them? God. I don't like the second one. Why would we compromise with someone who's dropped us in the last minute? Bruh. So we'll do the first one. Excuse me, we have a contract with Pizza Yums. You can't just dump us without 2 weeks' notice or something like that, right? Actually, there's an exception clause if we feel you aren't representing our brand well, bruh. We've done everything you asked of us. Yes, but you haven't grown, haven't signed new players, won us any money or anything indicating you're big enough to justify the investment, bruh. But on the plus side, we've already paid for your trip to Max. Enjoy your hotel room and the convention at your leisure. Plenty of fun to have had even if you can't play in the tournament, right? Bruh. If you'll excuse me, I've got other business to attend to. Despite my former sponsor is slinking off, the one who really backstabbed me stands her ground. We locked eyes and she takes a step towards me. Victoria Prude, back-to-back EVO trademark champion known as Valkyrie, owner of Team P2W, most powerful woman in the industry, is almost gentle in her expression. Could that be sympathy?
Defeat is never easy, I know.
Bruh.
But in reality, this is me doing you a favor. I know it's hard to see right now, but that's the truth of it.
Excuse me?
You're way in over your head, and you don't even realize it. I've been grinding the pro gaming scene all my life, from the original Street Fighter through to Fist of Discomfort 1 and 2. I've been here, building the scene, while you were busy tinkering with building blocks in preschool.
Bruh, well, what difference does that make?
And that's not a dig at you. I'm trying to point out that I've been in your situation before, making the exact same mistakes you are. Nobody was there picking me up when I fell. No one helped me. So that's what I'm doing for you, here and now. Helping you see that you aren't ready for this. Are your players signed with actual contracts? Do you even have an accountant or a lawyer?
I have an iris. She waves her phone in my direction where the neon wireframe of a familiar virtual girl waves back.
Yeah, I've got one of those too. She's handy, but an app is no substitute for having a full support staff. You're playing at being something you're not. You should stick to having fun with your friends and let this fantasy of yours go. There's no shame in being a casual.
Bruh. You say that, but I strongly doubt you have my best intentions at heart. I'd say you're making a strategic move to head off a rival and justifying it afterwards. You think this will stop me? I'll be back and ready to topple your empire. Well, gosh, thanks, Mom. Also, am I also grounded without dessert too? Bruh. I mean, yeah, no, she doesn't have our best interests. Okay, I get the feel that I feel like you're giving a valuable advice to a new generation of gamers, but Considering you also stole my sponsor, it rings hollow. I'm all for learning from my elders. That's fine. I won't reject the advice. But then you had to go and steal away the only thing funding our dreams. Rather conveniently lining your own pockets, so I'm thinking your motives aren't exactly pure here.
Don't chide me about things you can't fully understand yet. You're far from ready to stand in judgment of me. If you lost your funding, that's your fault. If I hadn't done it, someone else would have. Learn the lesson and move on.
And she walks away as I'm no longer even the tiniest of concerns to her, just another try-hard for her to dismiss.
Iris, what's my schedule like for the next hour?
All clear, ma'am.
Good. Find me somewhere pleasant to have a spot of lunch before the first round begins.
Leaving me with all of Max before me and no actual reason for me to be here anymore. That sucks. With the impromptu press conference of doom over, I listlessly wander back towards my friends. Once we join up again, I quickly reiterate what went down. Oof, that's rough. It's not like we needed another reason to dislike P2W. They're really hitting us where it hurts. But on the bright side, the shipments of pizza bagels to headquarters will end. Not sure the bright side is all that bright. Rhapsody. Once we get home, we still have rent to pay and team salaries. If we can't pay, we'll lose the apartments. Some of us will have to find new jobs. No, we're in too deep. We need a new sponsor to keep the ball rolling. No way around it. Where can we find a last-minute sponsor? I don't know. But I do know something, or someone rather, I can turn to. I pull out my phone. Iris, what do you got for me? I've already started researching. It could take a few days though. Right now the news feeds are choked with news of P2W siding with Pizza Yums. We may need to wait for that story to cool off to find someone interested in us. We're literally yesterday's news at this point. I'm not sitting around waiting. I'm the coach, the responsible cat herder. I got to get on top of this as soon as I can. I should probably head back to the hotel and do some serious research. Not like there's any reason for me to stick around here anymore. Indeed, you could do that. Or you could take a break from being a manager and let your friends help you out instead. Rhapsody and I can solve this problem. What? No, it's okay. This is my job. You don't have to. I insist. I'm your sword arm, yes? My liege must rest and recuperate while I tirelessly fight this battle. Besides, I have hidden talents which may apply. Making contact, networking, wheeling and dealing. I have experience in such matters. Chatting up possible new sponsors for us will be child's play.
Yeah.
Foxley is right. I might have a few leads myself. It helps to know the right people, and I can track them down in between casting matches. Oh hey look, Queen Bee's in the back, a meet and greet. Ooh. Leave this to us. You and the rest of Tokake go have fun. You've done plenty for us already. Let us return the favor. When I first arrived at Good Clean Fun, I lamented having all these chores and duties, but now handing them off feels weird. Feels like I'm admitting defeat, like I failed. But if someone else is offering to pick up the burden, well, maybe I should take them up on that. There's no shame in it, right? I guess it could work, but are you sure? I don't mind really, it's my job to figure stuff like this out. Honestly, between my allies and Rhapsody's industry connections, we're likely better positioned to do this than you are. Weren't you a complete shut-in before you met us? I wasn't a complete shut-in. I did go down to the corner store to buy some more nachos. Sometimes. Huh, the pinnacle of diplomatic prowess.
Shall we?
Besides, if we should fail, nothing is lost, yes? You and your Iris simply resume your efforts after this weekend's festivities. You've earned a break. If you overwork yourself, you'll burn out. We've all seen you putting in the overtime getting everything together for us. So, let Loxley and me take a shot at this, okay? They're not wrong. I haven't slept well this last month as we move from practice session to practice session, online tournament to online tournament. And the times I woke up in the middle of the night in cold sweat with the images of pixelated smiles burning in my brain, well, those sure didn't help either. Okay, I put it in your hands.
Excellent.
You may rely upon us. Meanwhile, we're at Max, the nexus of fun and games. The perfect opportunity to immerse yourself further in arcade culture, yes.
Nice.
Now's the time to go out there and experience your first Max. We've got this. Alright. Aimless and directionless, me, a FOD2 junkie and PC gamer versus a thundering herd of arcade fanatics. This is not a matchup I can counter. I should definitely seek out my friends. I don't mind playing second fiddle to whatever fun they're having. Who do I want to look for first? Fortunately, Iris has a map of the convention center loaded up and ready, complete with handy icons representing each of them. Oh geez, not like she hasn't done that before. Oh wait, I thought Jinx couldn't be with us. But she's just outside. Huh. Who's that? Fight Shack? Oh god, I don't want to go talk to Fight Shack. Ugh. We'll go talk to Domino and Grace. It takes some poking around through the crowd, but eventually I locate Domino and Grace in a maze of game vendors. The booths range from makeshift table and crate arrangements right up on in to glossy and slick storefronts, but they all have one thing in common. Games, games and games, games of games, games and games and games. Woohoo! Ooh, they have a dinosaur peak. That's so rare. Huh, $4,000 is a bit steep for it though.
Whoa, whoa.
A bit steep for an 8-bit video game cartridge? Oh yes, the empty box alone could go for $1,000. I lack the words to adequately express the nightmare horror of this scenario.
Hey.
Ah, come engage in retail therapy with us. We are purchasing tokens of nerd culture so that we may signify our identification with 30-year-old technology trends. It's not really that cynical, I promise. I just love fighting these rare artifacts of the game generations that came before me. We can really learn a lot from the past, you know. Hello, Ema. Agreed. I got an MSDOS collection the size of, well, the games were tiny back then, but relatively speaking, the size of a truck. We could use a truck about now, actually. He holds up a pair of plastic bags, each straining mightily from the weight of rectangular plastic wedges within them. Today, as we go on a grand safari through the jungles of retro gaming, I am Grace's beast of a burden. I mean, if it's too much for you to carry, Domino, it's okay. I don't mind taking a bag or two. It's really no bother. That was an exaggeration for comedic effect, Grace. Don't worry. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm just saying, I didn't mean to burden you or anything. It's fine. We cool. My arms may stretch a few inches by the end of the day, but hey, gravity is a harsh mistress, bruh. Seems Domino's love for cynical wordplay is going right over Grace's head. No surprise there. Friends helping friends, right? Tokicade is always willing to support each other. Fetch the raised days. We must elevate our Grace over the unwashed masses. How about I run some packages back to the hotel for you? I mean, yeah, friends helping friends. The way I see it, this is just how we roll in Tokicade. We're friends helping friends. We support each other, no matter what. It's not a burden. It's compassion in physical
Sure
form.
thing.
Exactly. I want to be here in your time of need, Grace. Even if that need is just shelping around a bunch of cartridges. Well, okay, and you're right. I'm always willing to help out a friend in need. So Domino, if you ever, if you need anything, I'm here. Even if you just want to talk or... Ooh, what's this? As Domino is distracted by a plastic game box, Grace shoots me a brief worried look. I've spent some time with Domino, and she's not wrong to be worried, but he's maintaining his mask of cheer in public. Not much to be done about it right now.
Whoa, whoa.
The Silent Hill trademark HD collection, and only $5? Why yes, I think I will spend my hard-earned coin on the realm of that one. I've always loved the idea of horror game where the only real monsters are the ones you brought in with you.
What?
Oh, don't buy that version. The HD remaster is really awful. If you want to play those games, we should get the originals. I can't afford the originals. I mean, if I had that kind of money, I'd be grabbing Earthbound trademark instead. Oh, what a colorful, happy game. I know. It's got death cults, police brutality, and the final boss is a surreal manifestation of violation and agony. Isn't it great? That's just a theory. Anyway, we could get Earthbound trademark for you. There's a loose copy here for only $200, practically a steal. The cost was much higher back in 2000X, when people were investing in retro games rather than simply enjoying them. Let's get you your favorite game. I'll pitch in. What do you say? If I had that kind of money, sure. Which, as noted, I do not. And with our sponsor situation kind of in the air, I'm thinking fewer three-figure impulse buys, the better, right? Are there any cheap digital options for getting that game instead? Just download a copy and play it in an emulator, much easier. Grace just offered to buy it for you. Teammates should support each other. I mean, yeah, but it's also at that point, it's like you don't want to rely on somebody too. Are there any cheap digital options? I don't know what downloading a copy on an emulator, that meaning if he even has one. Yeah, I feel like him buying a cheaper thing instead would probably be best for him. There have to be alternatives, right? Is Earthbound trademark available digitally? You don't need the little piece of plastic from 1990X just to enjoy a game. Well, I mean, you could get the mobile phone version of it for a few dollars, but playing a retro game with a virtual D-pad on glasses... Done. Domino pocketed his phone, having spent digital pocket change on a digital copy of his dream game.
What?
But it's a terrible way to play old games. Hey, I'll take what I can get, and this is the thing I can actually get. It's not the best, but you learn to live with premium, mediocre products when you stay thrifty. Well, okay, I mean, if that works best for you. All the more reason to get a new sponsor, so maybe one day Domino can buy the things you want without settling for second best. I think that's enough shopping for now. Maybe it's for the best that I not spend all my money on things I don't really need. Hey, don't let me guilt you into not having fun. That'd be sucky. No, it's fine. I'm living by myself now, and I can't fall back on my family for support. It's a lesson I should learn. And no matter our situation, no matter what crisis we face, we're together. We'll support each other and we'll make the right decisions to get through it. Let's hear it for Tokacade. Hooray! Louder. Hooray! Can't hear you. Hooray, damn it. Seriously, hooray. I can't ray any hooer. Let's call it here. My brain's melting from being around 80,000 people and my stomach yearns for calories. Now, where should I go? I think we'll go check on, you know what? We'll go talk to the Fight Shack reporter. Thinking about it, this is exactly the place I need to be if I'm going to let the world know our side of the story, isn't it? Max is where the entire arcade industry gathers. Developers, publishers, esports stars, and reporters. Sure enough, a familiar face is busy talking all about the event, while a friend of his with an old VHS camcorder gets every last word on tape. And with the Atari trademark XLX starting to fade, will this new console take the crown for the console of choice with the retro
It all
set?
comes down to upscalers and CRT support. The XLX is the long-reigning king of both HDMI upscale and 240p output for old television sets.
But hey, they hold the keys to the kingdom for many retro franchises, and even if they aren't on board with the 240p, they're the only game in town for many. We'll have more on the upcoming console in a... Hang on. Confused, he turns away from the camera lens to face me. Crap, was I in shot? I was going to wait until he finished. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to photobomb you and interrupt. I could come back later. No, stay put, please. You're Nomura, right? Owner of Tokacade? Technically, we collectively own Tokacade. I'm just their cat herder. See, that's the kind of detail we need. Do you have time for a quick interview? Kinda why I came over here, actually. Great! Pete, load of fresh tape. The good stuff. I want to get this at high quality. With a shrug, the man just out of the shot loads another VHS-C cassette and starts rolling. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Punchy78 here with Fight Check News. All the fighting that's fit to post. Hot off the heels of the bombshell drop this morning, I got Nomura of Tokacade, formerly sponsored by Pizza Yums. Welcome to the show. Happy to hear you here, Punchy. So tell us more about Tokacade. There's still a few people living under rocks in the Ozarks or something who haven't heard of you. What drives you? What makes you tick? We're just 7 friends who love FOD2 and want to see how far it'll take us. We may have started small, but we've got the skills to build something grand. We have fun, you know. We kick ass, fight hard, party harder, and have a ball. We're champions, pure and simple. Reality is slow catching up to that fact. Yeah, we're pretty much friends to see how far it'll take us. We're 7 friends who love to play Fists of Discomfort. Starting out, that's all we really had. A mutual love of this game. But that got us thinking, well, how far can we take our passion? Could we really do it? Could we take on the Pro Tour? But above all, friends, we're not aiming to be the typical esports team, hiring and firing talent to build our power. You don't fire a friend. As for me, I'm the one that keeps us together. The coach, the manager. But it's our team, not my team, and I'm proud to support them all. Nice. It's great to see more people who wear their hearts on their sleeves in this industry. So, as the manager of Tokacade, you're responsible for getting signed to Pizza Yums, right? Yeah. And this very morning, Pizza Yums betrayed you in favor of joining forces with your rivals from Team Play to Win. What are your thoughts on that situation exactly? And he holds his microphone out to catch any words. Let's see, do I play this cool or cut a wrestling promo on them? Bro. I'm deeply disappointed in the decision, but this will not stop us. This is our dream. The industry unfortunately has a lot of bad faith actors in it. We will rise above that. Oh, we're weeping our eyes out, Punchy. Soon we shall be as dust, and so will P2W. Play to win, you made a powerful enemy on this day. Look back at this moment with regret. Nah, we'll just say we're deeply disappointed. I'm deeply disappointed in Pizza Yums, the Valkyrie of Team P2W, but this is a decision outside my control. What's done is done. However, this isn't going to stop us. They underestimated our passion, Punchy. Winning this tour is a dream that everyone in our team shares. We're striving for it, working for it, yearning for it. Losing our sponsor hurts, I won't deny that, but it's not going to hold us back. We're staying determined, and in the end, may the best team win. Good sportsmanship from Nomura of Tokacade, a dream which will not be denied. And that's not the last of all the excitement here at Max. For more hot interviews, Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and smash that bell. Bruh. With the short interview done, Punchy motions for his cameraman to cut it. I want that transcoded and on our channel within an hour. This is gonna be a massive click food. My own term, click food. It's like the difference between feeding the ducks at the park and feeding worms to the fish before catching them. Yeah, I get it. This is an exclusive, right? You haven't talked to anyone else yet? You've got all the fighting that's fit to post. You get first crack. Perfect. Gotta say, thrilled to finally meet you. I've been your biggest advocate at Fight Track. Not exactly a hard sell given you've been on a hot streak, but it's tough convincing some of the other editors to pay attention to smaller teams. You're the most interesting thing to happen to this scene in some time. Plenty of small try-hard teams out there, but they haven't made the inroads you have. We need this, you know? The scene, getting to commercials, to static, some 8s or some teams at the top, every time. My thoughts exactly, Punchy. Or is it Mr. Punchy? Mr. 78? Punchy's fine. Or Jimmy. Whatever. Names are fluid, you know. It's 20XX. You've got the right to choose your own name. Hey, I need to interview someone over at the Palace booth next. But let's catch up again sometime, yeah? I'm going to want to pick your brain for the benefit of my viewers. I'm always up for that. Great! But his smile falters a little as he pauses, unsure if he should say something.
Hey, so, you know Victoria Proud's got you in her crosshairs, right?
Valkyrie, you mean? She claimed earlier she was doing this for my own good. Acted like a concerned mother figure and everything.
Okay, so, between you, me, and the wall?
He's actually taken off his super red sunglasses and dropped down to a lower tone, so this must be serious.
You humiliating her team in public really did not go over well with her.
I know, she fired Coda on the spot.
Even beyond that, she's got them on some weird training program determined to make sure that it never happens again.
Oof.
Look, this is the same person who entered a bunch of small tournaments paying airfare and everything just to ensure her rival didn't win any of them.
Damn.
That was 10 years ago, and even now, she keeps grinding his esports career deeper and deeper into the dirt. She does not let go of grudges.
And now she hates us? Okay, that's concerning and a little sad that she hangs onto her anger that much.
Just figured you'd want to know.
Yeah, it's good to
And
know.
hey, I'll be rooting for you. Later.
Bye, Punchy. So, war it is then. Not thrilled about that, but I guess it was unavoidable. I hope Hunter isn't going to succumb to her level. Let's just move on. That's too much to think about right now, and I've got more of Max to see. We'll go talk to Jinx. She's just outside all alone. Isn't this the same back room, or what is it, background for a good clean fun? What the heck? When arranging for airline tickets to bring the whole team out to West Coast, one name was absent from the travel arrangements, Jinx. Flying cross-country and dealing with a gigantic convention center wasn't in the cards for her, physically, so she opted out of the trip. But no reason I can't phone her up and see how she's doing. Better to do it outside, too, where it's less noisy. Oh, okay. Iris, call Jinx on speakerphone.
Okay.
Righty Rudy.
Hey.
Hey. Hey Jinx, just checking in. How you doing? How's the cat? Didn't want you to think we forgot all about you two or anything like that. Cat is fine, but how am I doing? How are you doing? News about Pizza Yum stitching us came across like 5 different news feeds at once. Ah, right, that. Loxley and Rhapsody are looking for a new sponsor. Failing that, Iris and I will find someone. Don't worry, we'll make apartment rent this month. Yeah, I know. Not worried about that. I'm more worried about how you're dealing with. Is that Nomura? It is. Hey, Nomura. cough up the rent or I'm booting you all out on the street and suing you for everything you have.
Come on.
Ian, quit it. She doesn't know when you're choking around like I do. Oh, come on, let me have my fun. Don't worry, we can just skip this month's rent, provided you pay it back the next month with interest. Hey, did we run out of vegan pizza bagels? I can't find it any in here. Thought you hated junk food. The situation cries out for them. Excellent movies require excellent treats. We need pizza bagels. Hang on, going to get some pizza bagels? Jings, would you kindly request that Ian stop causing cardiac events? I'm standing in an alley behind the convention center. They wouldn't find my body for days. Ian does what Ian wants to do, afraid, and Ian currently hungers for both rent and microwave garbage food. From the corner of my phone screen, I can see Iris slightly sighing happily at Ian's choice in snack selection. Right now we're having an impromptu movie party. Think they felt sorry I couldn't join you all out there. Wanted to cheer me up. Right, that's why I'm calling to see how you're doing. Well, not gonna lie, having some FOMO, being left behind like this sucks, you know. Being sidelined by my damn knees again. Couldn't be there for you at Hamza's tournament either, despite trying. Maybe I could have come out there. Maybe I should have tried. Rent a scooter, endure the strain, just make an effort. Instead, went with my gut and said nope, no way, no how. Didn't want to try, just wanted to stay nice and comfy at home. Now I'm not there in your hour of
Sorry
need.
about that.
Sorry, bringing you down on a day when you're already down, aren't I? Thanks for your concern, but I'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry about me, and you made the right call. This place is overwhelmingly huge. Anything I could do to help with that FOMO? Need me to pick something up while I'm at max? And we'll tell her not to worry. So you're worried about me and I'm worried about you. I'm getting the feeling that's counterproductive. We're going to recover from losing our sponsor, so I'll ultimately be just fine. Tokacade is not done yet. And you made the right call not coming out here. It's a nightmare crowd of chaos in a building the size of Des Moines. Huh, that bad? I may need a map and provisions before I go looking for the bathroom. Heard stories, but yeah, total overload. Not my scene. Wish I could do more for the team, but in this instance, right call it seems. Thanks. Glad to have a boots on the ground view to reaffirm my decision. There's no more pizza bagels downstairs. How can we have a Yeah family movie party without pizza bagels? If the corner bodega is somehow also out of pizza bagels, heads will roll and blood will spill.
Hell no.
Yen, we don't need pizza on a bagel. Just go get regular ass pizza from Ben and Matt. Traditions are meant to be upheld. I will not break with the sacred snacking rites. I would sooner embrace death. Oh my goodness. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to procure some delicious, roundy, bready delights. Doodles. Starting to wonder if massive knee pain would be better than this day of mandatory fun. If Ian insisted on watching Mall Cops again, just for their bad movie podcast, So in happier news, what's the plan to get back at PTW for trying to kill us? Is that vendetta you thirst for? I didn't think you were into petty revenge. Pick and choose my spots, yeah? Sometimes I shrug it off, sometimes I come down on something like the fist of an angry god. It's all about keeping your cool, so you're ready for the times when you gotta go ballistic on someone. Actually, I talked to the press already at Fight Shack and got our side of the story out there, so that's a little revenge, I suppose. Punchy 78, I'm guessing? If so, right call to make. He's good people. Don't think he'll misquote you or anything. He did warn me that Valkyrie would probably not be happy about us refusing to go quietly. All the more reason to keep the vendetta rolling. So what else do you have in mind? It's simple, really. Here's what we do. Oh, blood. Blood and war. We shall topple their dynasty and replace it with our own. Put Valkyrie's hand in warm water while she sleeps, so she wets the bed. Living well is the best revenge. That's the best option, too. They say living well is the best revenge. I plan to live very well indeed. I'd say revenge is the best revenge myself. But hey, I get it. Know when to play it cool, know when to go hard. I respect you choosing your spots. All we need to do is show Valkyrie up is win the Pro Tour. She feels entitled to that championship like it's already hers. We show her she's wrong and that's that. Got it. You can count on me to do her revenge. Before I can say anything else, I hear a door slam and a squeal. Pizza bagels obtained. Now who's up for Mall Cops 2? The shopping. That's my cue to go, I think.
See you later.
Later. Goodbye, Jinx. Good to check in with everyone on the team when I can, even those who couldn't be here with us today. Time to move on. With my fall clone done, I head back indoors to resume traversing the landscape of Max. But before I can continue my journey into the depths of Max, I'm rather rudely interrupted. You. Oh boy. What is your problem? Why are you doing this? Why is he here when he's kicked off the team? It's Kota, formerly of Team Play to Win, still wearing his P2W jacket, although it's dirtier and has holes in it. Dude looks incredibly agitated, scared, and angry. Leave me the hell alone. Isn't it enough you already destroyed my career? You want to ruin my whole damn life too? I what? He advances on me, trembling and losing his nerves with every word he speaks. It's you, isn't it? You and your damn iris. My bank accounts. All that chunk mail. The things you sent my mother? Kota, what are you going on about? I haven't done anything. Of course you have. You. If it's not you, then... Of course, her. She's doing this. Well, I won't let you ruin me, you hear me? I won't let you do this. Damn it. Kota, what are you even talking about? Alas, he ignores me and runs right back into the crowd, plowing into two cosplayers as he loses himself in the chaos of Max. I'm bewildered, but my brief chat with Punchy78 tickles the back of my mind. He did warn me that Valkyrie, owner of P2W, can seriously grind an axe when it comes to grudges. If she's still angry at Kota for his part in that incident, well, yikes. Double yikes. But before I can potter it any further, I'm interrupted again, this time by happier, familiar faces.
Hail, friend!
Oh boy. Hail, we bring good tidings. The possibility of good tidings at any rate. Even a possibility would be welcome. It's been a weird day. You do appear to be a little shaken up. Everything okay? I'll be fine. I'm more interested in your tidings. Tell me your tidings. Very well. We have a strong contender for a future sponsor. My fair Marion struck up a conversation with another iris and... Hold up. You named your iris Maid Marion? Seriously, my dude? It's a bit embarrassing, but my lovely iris decided she actually quite enjoys my, shall we say, aesthetic, and chose that monkeyer of her own free will. Lox's phone chimes in as a pink glowing figure in a beautiful medieval dress curtsies towards us. Forsooth, 'tis mine honor to assist friends of Milord Loxley in all his battles with my powerful database indexing toolset. Huzzah! So... right. To refocus, we may have an inroad with a powerful sponsor and a powerful opportunity. I'll still need to have a few more conversations and smooth some things over.
Nice.
But either way, we'll have the results by the end of the day. That's all great and everything, but I think I have one small question. Whom exactly are you chatting with?
Nah.
Spoilers! I feel that as your quote-unquote manager, I should at least get a hint, you know? Seriously though, I wouldn't want to get your hopes up in case this falls through. It's already been a rough day for you. No need to make it rougher by promising you the moon and stars, then delivering nothing. I guess I could see that, but I don't know. Being left in suspense is pretty awful too. Very well, this calls for a distraction. Max is filled with those, thankfully. How are you taking to it all? You did seem a tad bit overwhelmed this morning. I'm adjusting. Everybody seems to be having fun too, which helps. I also spoke to Fight Check to present our side of the story to the public. I saw you handled yourself well. I'm proud of you. I propose we keep the good times rolling. If you like, you can accompany me to lunch and perhaps accompany me as I obtain a certain arcade relic. A subtle glance from him confirms my suspicion that this is related to the creepy brain-bending game Polybius. He didn't want me getting involved, but I suppose I'm involved enough to the point where he'd rather include me than shut me out. Lunch is vibrating. Hold that thought. My pants are vibrating. Oh, that's nice, Rhapsody. Rhapsody takes out their phone and quickly scrolls through what seems like a long chat thread. What I was going to say was lunch is always a welcome and delicious idea. However, I just found out I need to make my way back to the stage for the Pizza Yums Invitational. I'm casting the first match. You mean the match we were supposed to be playing in? That's right. But now it's P2W against some other small team. And there is one other Kavit. I'm not sure I need another surprise added onto this whole ordeal. They need a second caster too. I could do it with some rando. Or Nomura could be my color commentator. I could announce P2W's match. Or you could go have lunch with Loxley. Between our tantalizing choices for fun and distraction. Whatever you decide. And information, both are interesting options for gathering intel. One on P2W and the other Polybius. Either way, I'll learn something. What shall we do? You know what? Let's go hang out with Rhapsody. Casting. I could give it a try. Might be fun to do it officially, rather than me just yelling at my computer screen. And I should keep tabs on P2W when I can. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, right? That's what we call a twofer. Let's cast this thing, Rhapsody. I want to give it a shot, and while we're at it, we might glean some information about our rivals' tactics. Always looking for that advantage, aren't we? What can I say? Even if we aren't playing, I won't stop trying to get better. And I might have a bone to pick with P2W.
Fare thee well.
A respectable choice. Meanwhile, I'll tend to my own affairs. We shall catch up later about my findings. Farewell. I nod my approval to Loxley while Rhapsody and I start to walk and talk. Luckily, I've been watching my fair share of tournaments, and I've been able to observe Rhapsody's casting when they do it at the HQ. But they make it look so easy. So, what exactly should I do? Talk. Great. I can talk. Look at me talking right now. I'm so good at talking. You'll be a perfect color commentator. And what does that mean? Typically, there are two separate roles that commentators fall into. You have the play-by-play caster who tells the audience exactly what's happening, exactly when it's happening. That'll be my role. Then there's the color commentator, that's you. who's asking questions, analyzing the situations, and filling up the downtime in between the plays. I think I understand. You're like the Fukai-san of Iron Chef, and I'm Chairman Kaga.
Sounds good to me.
That's close enough, yes. Essentially, I'll set up the scene and you deliver the lines. It's like any other conversation, albeit slightly more intense. Just do your best to be engaging and have fun with it. I feel more at ease with Rhapsody leading the charge, both on the show floor and with the announcing. Shortly, we make our way back over to the stage. Even though I was here earlier, the stage has completely transformed. Colorful lights spill onto the stage in P2W's famous colors, and their banner hang in the background. The crowd has also grown tenfold to when I was here last, not making me nervous in the slightest. We were immediately flagged down by one of the Max enforcers and directed to go into the announcing booth. Oh boy. It's a simple booth and desk combination for the casters. It's got mics, it's got headsets, it's got screens, everything we need. Oh, and those chairs look pretty comfy.
Nice.
They are, trust me. Rhapsody practically jumps into their seat and makes themselves at home. Care to try them out yourself? I oblige, taking a seat. These are nice. My buns feel perfectly cradled. We're going live in a few minutes. Let me break it down for you. We don't start until after the main announcer introduces the teams. They'll get into place, and then right before character select is when we go live. This all seems in line with what I've seen you do before, but I appreciate the reminder. Refreshers are always nice. I just wanted to prepare you for everything so you feel confident. By the way, how are you feeling about everything so far? Holding up okay? Oh boy. Great, I'm great, let's go. Great, I think I'm going to pass out. Great, I think I'm holding on. Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of emotions happening right now, and I don't know exactly how to categorize them. Nervous, excited, happy, sad, hungry? Definitely hungry. Rhapsody pulls out an energy bar from their pocket and hands it to me. I always keep one on hand for these situations. I take the bar, scarfing it down in 3 bites. Instantly I feel much better, and the hunger pangs subside. Get ready, we're on. In a sudden display of bursting lights and music, the main announcer takes the stage and introduces Divine and Blitz from P2W. No Hunter this match. Luckily, the cameras aren't on us yet, so I have plenty of time to scowl their way as they take their places on the cab. The announcer welcomes their opponent. Rash? Really? They're a no-name team that's barely on the top 500 leaderboards. It seems like Valkyrie isn't just taking sponsors. She's ensured the easiest matchups for play to win. Everyone is in position, and before I realize it, the main announcer is pointing at us.
Hello to all you FOD fans out there. We have an exciting match for you all today. The famous, for better or worse, Play to Win has managed a last-minute entry into this tournament. How will they fare against Rash? Since P2W lost their match at Good Clean Fun, they've trained extra hard to make up for that defeat. That's been their only loss this season. Will P2W continue their streak, or will Rash finally end the reign of terror? What do you think? Willing to make any bets?
Maybe we'll see an underdog story. Don't discount Rash yet. I hope Rash packed lotion. They're gonna need relief from P2W Sting. It's too early to say. Rash is just itching to win. You can see it on their faces. I wouldn't overlook them quite yet. I've seen teams pull some wild moves when up against the powerhouse.
I see your point.
That's a good point. When no one thinks you're going to win, you've got nothing to lose. Exactly. Rash should be free to play off meta to throw off P2W. It might be enough to give them the upper hand. We'll have to watch and see how they handle it. And finally, we're at character select. Predictably, Divine has chosen Akari, Who is her strongest character? I would say that Divine and Akari both have fiery personalities, so it makes sense for her to meld perfectly with Akari's moveset. All lights up in Rhapsody's eyes as they nod in my direction, leaving Blitz to choose his main, Silent Blade, a good combo of attack-based champions. P2W certainly brings in the big guns. What's this? Rash is having a quick huddle by the cab. Maybe a switch in tactics? Okay. They face the cabinet again, in agreement, and they both selected Sensei? Double control? It's not unheard of to select the same character, sure. You're bringing in a powerful defense, but left with an extremely weak attack. It'll be very interesting to see how Rash plans to thwart P2W's assault. There's a quick pause from the transition of character selection to the characters spawning on the map. Rhapsody takes advantage of the break to remove their headset. I follow suit.
That passion.
You're doing great at this, a natural even. You should think about doing more shoutcasting with me. But before I can answer them, they slip their headset back on and it's time to go. Let's duel. The game starts and the cheers snap me back into the match. Rhapsody and I play off each other perfectly. We keep up the tempo of the banter and we're both having a great time. Things are going as expected for the most of the match, as P2W is the powerhouse in this matchup. Rash is getting trampled on. That is until Rash does something even I couldn't have predicted. Currently both Sensei's ultimates are built up. Rash has been holding on to them, clutching hard. Very unusual. P2W is advancing. Rash decides to face them head on. They're closing in. What? A double ultimate? P2W is forced to retreat. They can't keep up. I didn't expect this to work. Bash going double Sensei has completely negated P2W's onslaught. P2W's attacks are barely getting through. Bash was in perfect unison. Pulling that off looks a lot easier than it actually is.
That was amazing.
If Rash can keep this up, they might be able to push back P2W to their dojo. Imagine that. Get wrecked, P2W. P2W is having a bad reaction to Rash's strategy. Rash still needs to play it safe to get through this. Everything is in critical balancing act right now. If Rash doesn't measure this perfectly, it'll tip the scale and leave P2W with an opening.
I see your point.
Agreed. Rash needs to keep their ninjas alive if they want to survive. P2W is switching their attention to building ultimates, and now Blitz pops a boost scroll to build even faster. If P2W manages to execute a perfect combo of ultimates, like Rash just did, it would spell victory for them. Even though Rash has poured their heart and soul into this fight, it's only a matter of time before P2W finds a way to outmaneuver that strat. I've tried this approach in the past. Sure, it takes your opponents completely off guard, but if Rash can't combine P2W's upcoming ultimates...
A viable tactic.
Nomura must be a fortune teller, because that's precisely what they're doing. Divine and Blitz are positioning themselves up for their ultimates. Blitz dives in first, using Singular Strike to remove the minions in his path. The Senseis move up to block their attack, but that's exactly what Blitz wants. A perfect prediction. Blitz unleashes Multi-Slash, tearing apart both of Rash's champions. Divine follows up with a Flame Strike, clearing the lane. I can't believe it. The path is empty. There's nothing stopping P2W's way. Rash isn't going to have enough time to make up this lost ground. This match is as good as over. Don't call it over yet. If Rash can pull a miracle item from the store right now... The only scroll that could save them is Heavenly Strike, and by the looks of it, Rash hasn't farmed enough minions to afford it. It doesn't look good.
Those combos! Is it even possible?
P2W continues the onslaught, destroying everything in sight. Minions are falling like flies. They've penetrated the dojo doors. And that's GG. Match is over. P2W decimates the dojo, and all Rash can do is watch. Devastation. Both Rhapsody and I take a long exhales as the words "Game Over" appear on multiple screens. The crowd is eating up the excitement, shouting and clapping and cheering and jeering. In a show of sportsmanship, the teams exchange handshakes, but T2W takes this moment to bask in the glory.
That was amazing.
What an intense match. Rash gave it their all and almost caused an upset. Got to give it to them. Mad respect for trying something out of the box there. But P2W saved themselves with their quick thinking and adaptability. That's true, not all the teams we've seen could come close to that skill. Here's hoping the next matches are just as exciting. Hope everyone watching at home enjoyed that as much as we did. We'll take a quick break and see you after a word from Pizza Yums. Rhapsody sighs audibly, collapsing in their chair. They're obviously winded from the match, but also I can sense a fighting aura coming off
That
them.
was so hype. I'm still shaking from it. Look at my hands.
Rhapsody's hands are indeed shaking. They really get into these matches. I've listened to Rhapsody's casting in the past, but I couldn't fully appreciate it until I was sitting next to them. They completely transform when casting. It's hard to ignore their boundless energy. Even I, invigorated, feeding off of it. Eventually, Rhapsody stands up, lifting their hands above their head in a big
The
stretch.
FOD tournament organizers messaged me during the match, and they found me another caster for the rest of the event. You're free to go and enjoy the rest of your max. I promise I'll try not to have you work anymore on this trip.
Rhapsody, this was hardly work. It was just a conversation, albeit slightly more intense. I wink, echoing their own words from before.
Fair enough. I had a lot of fun casting with you. I appreciate you filling in at the last minute, too. I owe you one.
They're happy, I'm happy. It was fun. Little excursion into Rhapsody's world, all told. Don't worry about it, Rhapsody. I've got a couple more matches to cast today. You should see if anyone else from Tokyo can join you for some max shenanigans. Once Loxley and I have heard from our potential sponsor, I'll come find you. A great plan. Away Rhapsody, leaving them to prepare for the upcoming matches and mingle with other shoutcasters. Meanwhile, I should go find something to occupy my time until we know more about our sponsors. Oh boy. With Rhapsody's business concluded, I'm caught adrift again to wander the floors of Max. And you know what? I think I'm getting used to the chaos. I'm getting used to the crowds. And dare I say it, I'm kinda having fun. Losing our sponsor is a setback to be sure, but we're still on a winning streak. Why worry? We'll overcome this challenge. My trajectory is straight upward. Nothing going to change that. I'm a winner, a champion, and the rest of the world needs to catch up to that idea. In the here and now, there's Max. There's fun to be had. And darn it, I should have some fun.
Beep beep.
Curious, I pulled my phone from my pocket to be greeted by a smiling
I've
Iris.
been analyzing your conversational tone and heart rate ever since this morning. Aside from a brief spike of stress early on, you're doing well. I'm glad our efforts are paying off.
Yeah, we'll be back on track with the Pro Tour in time.
No, I mean our efforts at helping you with your mental health issues.
My what? If you mean my desire to win, maybe I get too fixated, but I wouldn't go as far as to call it a mental health issue.
Call it what you like, but know that I think you're in a much healthier place now. You and the rest of your team. Think about it. You're all here pulling for a common cause, but also relaxing and enjoying time spent with friends. You're in a better place. And trust me, so are they. In fact, I'd say the real victory was
Please don't say the friends we made along the way.
no matter what label you give it, the fact that you've all bonded over your woes and joys, your troubles and triumphs, it says a lot, you know?
I guess it hasn't been that long, but I already feel close to everyone in Tokyo-Cade.
Anyone in particular strike your fancy?
Oh boy. What fancy? And how is it going to be struck?
Don't forget, When we first started on this path together, I said that you might even find romance.
Oh
They're your
boy.
friends, yes, but they love and care about you, even if some wouldn't use those exact words. For some, perhaps that goes a little further than you might think. And don't deny you were interested in finding someone to love from the start. You told me as much, remember? Now, don't feel obliged to make a move yet. I'm still calculating your relationship data and emotional analytics. I can advise you as to the right time. Just something to think about, okay?
You know, there is someone who makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I haven't really put serious thought to it yet, but okay, I'll consider it. Not sure, Iris. I think by this point, I'm okay with just being friends with everyone. There is somebody. It's funny you should bring this up, actually. Now that I think about it, there is someone who I'd love to spend more time with. Oh, who? You have to ask? You're the emotional interpreter. Surely you can figure it out. Aw, but I wanted spoilers. Come on, please. Grace is so wonderful. Domino has a good heart. Zapper is excitement incarnate. Loxley's loyal and compassionate. Jinx is so quiet and intense. Rhapsody is so strong and passionate. Nope, no spoilers, sorry. Well, we're going for Domino. Domino. I know he acts cynical about everything, but I think he's got a hopeful heart under all that. Agreed. That's the impression I've been getting from your interactions with him. Thanks, I'll do everything I can to help you in your love life. Just say the word. Anyway, you've got the rest of the afternoon to spend with your friends. How about I open your map and point out where they are now? Sure, show me what you got. Now performing location search. Beep beep ding, here you are. Oh boy. Okay, ew, it's Hunter. Zapper and Jinx. And there's Grace. But hey, look, there's Domino. I could swear I saw Domino on his way out the doors. I'd recognize that ratty old coat he wears anywhere. Why hang around out there, though? All the fun stuff inside. Maybe I should drop in and see how he's doing. I find him loitering off to the side, squatting down by the building with his head in his hands as Max attendees troop in and out of the building nearby. As I approach, he peers at me through his fingers, then very gradually straightens up, as much as he can given he naturally slouches.
Hey there.
How's the sponsor hunt going? Cutting me off with a line of questioning before I can ask how he's doing, Barry Domino. It's going well. Loxley and Rhapsody may have a lead. They're working on confirming it before getting my hopes up. Awful thing, having hope. Right. Anyway, it's no big deal if it falls through. I'm sure Iris can find someone, anyone, willing to give us
My
cash.
sources say yes.
You can count on me. I'll make sure you and Domo and everyone are all set to conquer the gaming world. I'm already indexing some possible candidates in case our current efforts fall through, and she does that, doesn't she? Does what? Indexes and stuff? Listens in on all of your conversations. It's part of her personality and relationship analytics. It's also handy when I need to recall a detail I forgot. I just click the history button in her app. If it helps, all my memories of the conversations are heavily encrypted. Even my sister instances in Iris's collective can't read them. I respect their privacy and honor her confidence in me. And can you actually turn her off? Yes, I think so. Would you prefer that? I don't know, maybe. I'm in a weird mood if you want to talk. I'd like to talk to you if you know what I mean. Okay, Iris, mind disengaging the microphone for a bit?
Iris offline.
No problem. I'm happy to support you in any way I can. Iris offline. Domino waits a moment before speaking.
Sure. Let's embrace our doom.
You know, she's probably going to end up being the kind of thing Isaac Asimov was warning us about, right? She means well. I don't doubt she means well. But everything that goes sideways in life, well, you can attribute it to the two major sins. malice and
Failure
incompetence.
is always an option.
If she's not malicious, she can always be incompetent, can always misunderstand human nature, and in her best efforts to help, end up causing the singularity apocalypse. In the end, we may have to just hope that our new god is kind and wise. Can you say Iris is both kind and wise? Kind, sure. As for wise, well, I've kind of been encouraging her to do whatever it takes to support Tokicade, but... oh goody, whatever it takes. The 3 best words in the vernacular.
This can't possibly end badly.
Can't think of any way in which that could backfire, can you? Okay, I see your point. I should probably stop encouraging that. Iris is powerful but useful. Don't worry so much. Grace made Iris, right? Grace has kindness and wisdom. Iris is powerful but useful. Don't worry so much. Huh. Yeah, okay. I can see a lot of ways that can backfire. You've made your point. I'll have a talk with her after Max about maybe curtailing some of her less than lawful actions. I can't deny she's a powerful tool and has helped me out a lot. I've had to hamstring her, but you're right, that it's probably dangerous. No, probably about it, but thanks for hearing me out on this one. Just one of the many worries rattling around in this tin can I call a skull. Anxiety eating at you today, huh? Yeah, kinda. I had fun helping Grace obtain valuable geek tokens earlier, but man, the brands, it's just got overwhelming, being beaten down by an advertising on all sides. Makes me worry how much of our lives as gamers are neatly controlled and organized by these monolithic corporate whack jobs. And are we feeding that machine by pushing so hard for the Pro Tour, leaping headfirst into the feedback loop? I remember talking with you about gamer branding right before we moved into the apartments, yeah? Guess Max sorta overloaded you on that front. You could say that, yes. You could absolutely say that, being surrounded by this madness, well... I had to get out of there, clear my head. And then you showed up with Iris, and that started me thinking about how much control we give over to apps and social media and now I'm pointlessly ranting and freaking out for no damn good reason, and I'm freaking out about how I'm freaking out, and you can see how this is not working. How can I help? Want to talk about it or just need someone who will listen? Whatever you need. They're all extremely valid things to be worried about, Domino. Don't feel ashamed about your concerns. Deep breaths, Domino. In, out, in, out. Stop what you're doing, stop thinking, and just focus on breathing. Look at me. I'm here for you, Domino. Whatever you need, I can help. If you need someone to sit next to you and listen, I can do that. If you need to talk it through, I can chat with you. If you need a bottle of water, I'll go grab one. And if you need is to be left alone, that's okay too. Just tell me what will make you feel better, and I'll make it happen, okay? Okay. Problem is, I don't know what will help. If I knew, I'd be doing it already. You came out here, right? You knew that you needed fresh air and space away from the chaos. That's the start. Yeah, okay, that's true. That's why I bailed on Max. So, take that a step further. Maybe go back to the hotel and decompress. It'd be nice and quiet there. Actually, there's a place here at Max for that. It's called the AFK Room, and it's run by TakeThis.org, a great charity focused on mental health and gaming. They provide a nice quiet space to rest. Better than squatting in a dirty alley near the food trucks anyway. Okay, I'm going to go there and just be still and silent for a time. Want me to walk with you? I could use a break myself, honestly.
Thank you.
I think I like that. Thank you. If there's one thing I can rely on in this world of absolute chaos and madness, it's Nomura being there for me. He's blushing. Hey, what are friends for?
That's curious.
Curious words of choice. What are friends for? A casual toss-off response. Nice and safe. Possibly masking something more. Ayo, what are you trying to say? Don't feel like you have to keep your distance just because you're a designated business wrangler. The fact that you came out here is proof you're more than that. Oh my. Fact of the matter is, I like spending time with you. Even if it's sad boy times. So don't be afraid to ask for more sad boy times with me, okay? Bruh. He's encouraging his own behavior? His own sad boy time behavior? That's funny. But he's blushing. How cute. Okay. Now then, shall we depart? The AFK room isn't too far from the main entrance. Thankfully, once there, both of us have a chance to rest. And like Domino said, it's quiet. Nothing above a whisper, plenty of water to keep hydrated, highly trained personnel on staff, and comfy couches. While we're there, he doesn't talk much, and that's okay. Whatever he needs to help even out his move. He even thinks he'll be ready to tackle the max floor again in due time. Feeling freshly restored, I bid my farewell to the AFK room in Domino and resume the chaos on the show floor. Where do I want to go now? We'll go talk to Grace. If there's one place I'm definitely going to find Grace, it's the indie section. Indie Max, previously known as IMAX before they got sued, occupies a large section of the show floor. Not as flashy as the Palace, not as popular, but visually quite distinct. I spot Grace playing some currently untitled Goose Game, navigating an irritating water flow around a joystick. So, is this game for the birds? Huh? It's a pun because birds in a game. Oh, I see. That's very clever. But hey, check this out. Check this out. After her game ends, Grace steps away, and the arcade game doesn't simply go into its looping demonstration mode. Instead, a menu pops open with a dozen different indie arcade titles and offer, each playable for a mere quarter. Even the marquee art across the top shifts and blurs. It's not a painted backlit sign, it's an animated LCD screen which changes based on the game being played.
Wow!
Nice, huh? It's called an indie cab. It's a multi-game that can even change in the cabinet's arts based on what you're playing. If you roll one of these out at an arcade and buy up a bunch of indie games for it, you could play anything you like. So, multicades aren't anything new. Domino plays on one all the time, and Jinx hacked her Fast Car 7 to be racing multicade. Right, but those are hacks. This one's a platform. Games are distributed digitally and legally. The whole thing is powered by a genetic PC inside the cabinet. The indie devs get paid for their hard work and don't even have to manufacture a bunch of expensive one-off single games cabinets to get their game out there.
That's wonderful.
IndieCap is really going to revolutionize indie arcade games. No more limited edition runs of games because they can't afford to make a bunch of copies. You could replace an entire arcade with one single machine. Sweet. How indie are we talking? Like, every game is a metaphor for depression level of indie? Jeez. Do you think your RPG could be a good fit for one of these? Wanderlost Trail, the arcade game? Yeah, let's talk about her game. Do you think your RPG could work on one of these? I know you made it for handheld game consoles, but could be a good way to get it out there in front of people, yeah? And instantly Grace's excitable cheers falls flat. Ah, damn it. I guess, maybe. When it's finished, maybe. Something wrong? Well, I haven't really been working on the Wanderlost Tale lately. I didn't even bring my game with me to the expo floor to show it off to anyone. Why? You're proud of your work, right? Absolutely. Even if, there's a bit of an ongoing problem with it. I've kind of been developing my game for the last 5 years, not including restarting from scratch twice. And I'm not sure when or if I'll ever be done. So it's in development hell, as it were. It's more that I can't settle on the approach. Is it a hopeful game about fighting for the future? A peaceful game about a quiet life? Just a nostalgic RPG throwback? I don't know. Maybe it's for the best. Way more focused on Fist of Discomfort 2 right now. It's not like Wanderlust Trail was going anywhere. Oh, that's a bit sad. Instinctively, I find myself nodding in agreement. We're on a roll with the Pro Tour victories, and being winner takes plenty of hard work. But that instinct gets yanked back hard on seeing how conflicted Grace seems to be. Grace, I don't want you to feel like my dreams of glory are more important than your dreams as a game designer. No, it's not that. It's just, I guess, I'm worried I'm turning into some aimless auteur endlessly tinkering away on a going nowhere project. I wanted Wanderlust Trail to be something special, something of meaning and worth, which can help light the path for others.
It's...
Maybe I'm not decisive enough, not strong enough to really create something with that kind of weight. I don't know. Without a clear direction, I'm too creatively blocked right now to proceed. But that leaves me more time to practice my FOD2 skills, right? Which helps my friends. I like supporting my friends. So that's good, right? Artists still need downtime. Playing FOD2 during this Pro Tour could help you refresh. Maybe we could collaborate and brainstorm. Might break your creative block. What if we schedule your time to allow for less training and more game development? I mean, she needs some downtime. Yeah, definitely for a refresh. Grace, even the greatest artists in history needed some downtime to recharge their batteries. If taking your mind off your game and focusing on FOD2 works for you, good. But I'm not the least bit worried about Wanderlust Trail. I know that once you're ready, you'll make a wonderful game. So don't think of this as failing. It's just a way to exercise your mind on other problems, so it's strong and ready to face game development challenges, okay? Okay, I mean, yeah, that's right. It's not about being lost, it's about trying new directions so I can find my way. Maybe I could work my FOD2 knowledge into a Wanderlust Trail, add a competitive aspect to it. Wait, no, it's a game about collaboration and sharing, not about competing for resources. But, Already I can see the gears turning behind her eyes as new ideas are introduced to her creative machine. It's worth thinking about at least, and once the Pro Tour is finished, well, maybe I'll be ready. Yeah, I'll be ready, thanks. That's a good perspective. For now, let's focus on FOD2. I know we got booted out of today's tournament, but there are plenty more tournaments to come, more qualification points to earn. I'm ready, willing, and able to fight for my friends. You can count on me. Never had a doubt about that. You value your friends dearly. Okay, I should finish checking out all these cool indies before the show floor closes.
Thanks a bunch.
Thanks for your words of encouragement. You're the best. Always nice to help cheer up someone deserving of cheer. Okay, I'm freshly invigorated. Whom do I want to talk to next? You know what? We'll go talk to Hunter. Why is Hunter at the Palace booth? I figured they would be around at MAX since P2Ws are participating in the tournament and still our sponsor, but at the Palace? Shouldn't they be with their team? And as if reading my thoughts, Iris chimes in. The main matches just concluded, and now they're setting up for finals. P2W easily got through the ranks. Thanks for that, Iris. Finals don't start for another few hours, so Hunter is probably enjoying MAX. Just like you. I should go make sure that's what he's really going on, and that Hunter isn't causing anyone any trouble. Iris and I continue our conversation as we walk through the show floor. The Palace. Who are they exactly? top of the arcade world. They're a corporate franchise arcade that's been better days, but are still quite powerful. They buy out small arcades and turn them into chains. And I'm guessing most smaller businesses can't fight it and are forced to submit. I sighed as I approached the overtly bright, overly flashy booth compared to others. This one is thrice its size. It's huge. The Palace spares no expenses at Max. It's a maze of ticket games, prize booths, and some more traditional arcade cabinets. They even have a FOD2 cab. And that's exactly where I see Hunter. Boo! Hunter is playing alone, and by the looks of it, not having a great time. They appear to be haphazardly going through the motions of the game, not really paying attention to the game itself or their surroundings. So I take this opportunity to saddle up next to them and press the second player button. The words "a new teammate has joined" burst into the screen, and we're brought back to the character select. Huh? It looked like you could use a partner. Huh, ain't that the truth? Playing by myself is not as exciting as you think. But what are you doing here? I thought you and Tokike got booted from the tournament. No thanks to us. I thought you'd be on your way home by now. Huh, no point in sulking at home when there is so much of Max to see and experience. Isn't that what you're doing? Enjoying what the palace has to offer? Hunter mumbles something incomprehensible, ignoring making eye contact with me, and continues to sluggishly push buttons. Something's definitely up with them. Where's that playful spirit I enjoy so much? Before joining P2W, Hunter was all smiles and jokes when we're together, but it feels like ever since that team recruited them, their shining personality's been subdued. Everything okay? You're not acting normally. Why are you even at the palace? It pains me to see Hunter so downtrodden. I can't help but wonder what's going on with them. Hey Hunter, is everything okay with you? You don't seem like you're having a good time here at the palace. You can talk to me about it if you like. A sad smile spreads on their lips. I'm fine. Obviously they're not fine. They're on the verge of tears. The pain in their eyes is clear as night sky. Regardless of that, they keep playing, pushing the buttons mindlessly, forcing themselves to continue the game. Placing a comforting hand on their forearm, I smile kindly at them. Hunter, what are you doing to yourself? What do you think I'm doing? I'm training up for the finals. You can do that anywhere, especially at Max. I've passed like 4 separate FOD cabinets walking over here. There's a specific reason why you're here. Hunter sighs heavily, no longer holding anything back from me. I've always trained at the palace. It's got the toughest competitors. Not in the sense of the most skilled or talented, of course. I can just look to my team for that. The palace brings forth the worst, most vitriolic people in the community. Heck, they openly support it, and even sponsors no bigots. Being great in competitive games isn't just about being good at the game. It's about withstanding the abuse. I come to the palace because without fail, they will always fling the vilest words. I just step up to my spot, and the berating starts. I wish that Fricker, asshole, and untalented hacks were the worst of it, but it's not. That's awful, Hunter. Why put yourself through that? I have to. You probably don't even hear it when you're on the stage. People adore you and your team. You've had nothing but good press. While my team gets booed. They taunt me. They call for my death. They don't see that I'm not like the rest of them. In this game, you have to be strong. You have to block all that out. You can't falter. If you let your mind wander to those insults, you can't focus on the game. You can't focus on your plays. You have to prove yourself and to everyone around you that you're freaking good. Hunter looks down at their shaking hands, breaking eye contact with me. So I came here, to the palace. If I already experienced all that and worse, Then when it comes time for me to perform in matches that matter, I'm already numb to it all. I'm at a loss for words. Nothing I could say feels appropriate, so I let them continue. It's draining, you know. Oh boy, he's crying. To be constantly berated and yelled at, to be called offensive names, told that you're nothing. Hunter sniffles, bringing their hands to wipe the corner of their eye. You build up this thick skin, and you wear it so proudly, like some shining armor. But deep down, little by little, it whittles at your core. It's heartbreaking. I let the silence remain, each lost in our own thoughts. It's only the flashing game over screen that brings us back. So, don't think trash talking me will get under my skin. It just won't work. Hunter has newly restored energy, seemingly back to their old attitude, smiling and laughing. Maybe our little chat helped get some things off their chests, but their words don't fully convince me. Come on, I dare you to say your worst to me during the finals. Double dare you. See if you can break me. No way, I'll be cheering you on. I'm not sure I'll be even watching finals. I'll do my best to make it. I'll just say that. I still have to figure out the sponsor business for Tookacade. I don't even know where I'll be for the rest of the day. I got some team business I still need to attend to, but you better believe I'm going to do everything I can to watch it. Even if I can only watch it on livestream or the VOD, I'll make sure I catch it. I see Hunter's lip curl into a smile. Listen, I surely get back to my teammates before they start to think I'm ghosting them for finals. I'll catch you later. Hunter takes a few quick steps away from the cabinet, only to pause for a stride. They look back at me. And thanks. I can't say I'm not worried about Hunter. That was certainly a heavy conversation we just had. And I'm not sure if that made my relationship with Hunter better or worse. But what I do know is that I need to go do something else. I just need a moment to decompress from all this. Oh boy. As I explore Max going up and down the aisles and taking it all in, I see something flicker in the corner of my eye. A shadowy version that makes my heart start beating briefly. Is that... Oh boy. The creepy secret agent type person from Hamsman's tournament. What the heck is she doing here, just wandering around Max? Not only that, but clearly scanning the crowd, looking for something. Or someone. If Loxley's right, and she's one of the dangerous groups seeking out Polybius hardware, getting spotted by her would be a bad thing. Bum bum bum. I do my best to bend into the crowd to avoid drawing her attention. No need to cause problems for myself or Loxley. But why would you need to avoid them if they didn't even notice you were there to begin with? Fortunately, hiding in the crowd the size of Max is easily done. I keep my back turned as she walks past, busying myself with watching a game trailer on a nearby monitor. Countdown from 10 backwards. Calm yourself. Breathe. Okay. Damn it. Unjust universe. I don't have time to deal with creepy conspiracy theories and mysterious women in black. I've got an esports team to run. In fact, I should be checking in with Loxley and Rhapsody about their sponsor solution. If we're going to recover from this nosedive and start winning again, we need to... Nim Twitch. Oh fuck. Or should I refer to you as Nomura? Play cool, play cool, play cool, play cool. Yes, can I help you with something? Play innocent. Sorry, no time to chat. Move along. That's me. You want an autograph? Play the fool. You must be confusing me with my cousin Nim. Be invasive. Yeah. Can I help you with something? Yes, that's my name. Have we met before? Can I help you with something, or... Your cooperation would be advisable, yes. Always happy to help a stranger in need. I didn't quite catch your name, miss. My name is not important. What is important is your cooperation in regards to a certain arcade game you played at a recent tournament. I believe the name was Polybius, yes? No idea what you're talking about. I have little doubt that you are extremely aware of what I'm talking about. Tell me, have you been experiencing any numbness or tingling in your hands? Perhaps moments of disorientation or night terrors? Oh god. I'm fine, and I still don't know what you're talking about. Interesting. Miss Switch, contrary to what certain criminal annoyances may or may not have told you, I am not your enemy. My only interest is public safety, keeping dangerous artifacts away from citizens such as yourself. Any information you can offer me would be appreciated. When you're ready to talk, here's my number. She presses a black business card into my tingling hand. Embossed on it, it simply says number 6. No area code, no exchange, no other digits whatsoever. 6? Your phone number is just 6? How am I supposed to? And she melts back into the crowd, somehow managing to vanish into the throng of gamers, despite wearing an outfit that makes her stand out anywhere other than a funeral. As she departs, I pulled out my phone to enter the number into my contacts. Why not? And then I noticed the icon for Iris is missing. Uh-oh. No, wait, there it is, peeking in from the side, jittering a little before scooting back into place. Iris, something wrong? I was almost hacked just now. When that woman approached you, there was an intrusion into your phone over the Max Cellular Tower. What? Did the cyber police seriously just backhack me or something? The probe's gone now, but it was scanning your phone to see what apps you had installed. I got scared and quickly hid my data before it found anything. I mean, I'm a pirated software service. You could have gotten in trouble. Loxley implied she was part of a dangerous group that's trying to track down Polybius machines. And if your personality systems at some primitive level are based on Polybius technology, then she was looking for me. Good thing I hid then. We better avoid her in the future. Between Valkyrie trying to destroy our team for our own good, Koda accusing me of ruining his life, and now a creepy agent getting all up in my business. This day is not exactly going according to plan. I'm supposed to be in the semifinals of a tournament by this point. Before anxiety can truly set up shot in my brain and get back to work twangling those nerves, my teammates approach all smiles.
A fine adventure.
Victory for Tookacade. We have completed arrangements with our new sponsor. Don't celebrate before we actually won, Loxley. We aren't quite there yet. There's going to be an interview process, sort of. Are you being vague on purpose? Again? Actually, this time we're being vague with orders. Our sponsors want to see how you perform with zero preparation. If we spoil what's in store, the deal is off. Seriously? Is it too much to ask that something in my life be straightforward and simple? Yeah, it's a bit unconventional, but I think you'll be pleased with the results. Everything should be ready within an hour, and Rhapsody's spring tone, an upbeat K-pop song distracts them. 1 minute, this might be related.
You've gotta be kidding.
Hello, this is Rhapsody. Wait, what? Seriously? That's amazing. Okay, bye. Rhapsody puts away their phone, and I look at them expectantly. We have an unanticipated guest at the FOD base. Part 1. What is the FOD base? Instead of having a booth on the main show floor, they set up a camp at the side area for everything and everything related to FOD. They have their own panels, voice actors and devs signing autographs, cosplay contests, photo ops, the whole thing. Part 2. Who's the guest? Jason Takeshi. If memory serves me correctly, he's the lead developer of
I
FOD.
vibe with it.
The very same. The one who was the brains behind our favorite game. It'd be an honor to finally meet him. Would you like to come with me? Touch fingers with the creator? Actually, I was rather hoping to pull you away for a bit to assess me in a smaller matter. Do you see the booth for the palace over yonder? Yeah, I dropped in on Hunter earlier. Apparently, they're a cesspit of bad behavior. Their esports scene is indeed foul and unpleasant, but their primary stock in trade is bilking children out of their money with colorful prize games. Serving multiple audiences with unpleasant but highly profitable approaches has granted them considerable strength in this industry. A position of power they freely abuse, with a phalanx of lawyers to defend themselves against accusations of encouraging gambling in minors with their scammy prize games.
Shall we?
Tell me, how would you feel about engaging in some arcade justice with me? You're going to do crimes again, aren't you? If by doing crimes you mean break into their data network and steal corporate intel about their latest secret schemes, then yes. Yes, I'm going to do crimes. But I'll bear the burden of naughtiness for the most part. What I need is someone to play distraction for me while I slip in and liberate the data.
Sounds good to me.
Heck yes, crimes. I can't stand the palace myself, never have or will I ever cast there. It tarnishes the esports reputation with their poor sportsmanship. Seeing Locksley take them down a peg would be honestly kind of nice. I can go to the FOD base by myself if you prefer to help him. Either way, we should be ready when the new sponsors want us to see us in an hour, so we leave this decision to you, friend. Well... Oh god. There's just so much going on at the convention. Locksley, let's burn down the palace, not literally. Or, yeah. Rhapsody, let's meet the creator of FOD and get an autograph. Yeah, let's do that. Meeting Jackson Takeshi, the legendary figure who made Fists of Discomfort, would be a dream come true. Rhapsody put down the red carpet and led me to the FOD base. I want to bask in the light of fisting loyalty. Okay, this sounds weird. Careful, friends. Don't get too swept up by meeting your hero. Developers are still very much people just like you and I. And quite failable. I'll catch up with you post-haste, after crime time. You said that so happily. Rhapsody and I exchanged smiles as we set off for the FOD base. Alright, before that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, so I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the long wait. Okay, where are we? We find the FOD base in the dedicated area set up behind the seating of the arena. Keeping the company's official presence near their official tournament makes sense. Rhapsody takes a step in front of me and gives a slight nod. Welcome to the FOD base. The base is exactly how Rhapsody described it, honestly. I don't know why I expected anything different. It's set up to be a huge meeting place near the main stage for all FOD fans. There's a mini stage for panels, places to sit, various small booths set around the perimeter. There's even a backdrop of the dojo where people are posing and taking selfies with. It's like a smaller, more compact Max, but only for Fist of Discomfort, and only half as overwhelming. What should we do? When is Jason Takeshi coming out? How exactly does this work? Do we form a queue? Should I have him sign my chest? Slow down there. Don't get too excited. This was a very last minute thing, so I imagine it'll be a simple Q&A with an autograph session after. Whatever happens, I know it'll be great getting to listen to Mr. Takeshi speak.
That's what I'm talking about.
To listen to the words of the person that made the game I love, I'm inspired just thinking about it. It'll be pretty uplifting, hopefully give me a boost and try even harder in my games. Agreed. Should we find some seats while we wait? I nod. I've been running around all day and would very much like a good seat. Rhapsody points to a couple of seats sets up in the row, not too close to the front and not too close to the back. A perfect spot, and we sit down. As we wait for the man himself, Jason Takeshi, to show up, I take a look at the people gathered around us, all here because Mr. Takeshi made Fist of Discomfort. One person's dream led to a game all walks of life can enjoy equally. FOD doesn't care about your financial status, the color of your skin, your gender, consoles versus arcade. It's about bringing everyone together to celebrate our love of this game. My eyes scan the room. Everyone is smiling and excited to be here. Much like how I feel every time I step in good, clean fun. That feeling of belonging. Eventually my gaze settles on Rhapsody. I've known them a while now, but there is still something I've always wanted to ask. What do you enjoy about FOD versus other fighting games?
What if we switch it up?
The game is unlike any other fighting games, right? Can it even be categorized under the fighting game genre? There's so many moving parts to FOD. The ninja minions, your character, the item shop. Most fighting games are just about one move pitted against another move. Fist of Discomfort provides the most puzzling challenges. And I know how much you love puzzles. I'm surprised you remembered. The more difficult the game, the more I'm attached to it. Your turn. What do you love about FOD? What about the game calls to you? You know, no one's ever asked me specifically about why I enjoy the game. I just do. Whenever I talk about FOD, it's normally in regards to winning. What I love about winning, the rush of excitement that comes with triumph, the regret of lost. It's never about the game itself. What do I love about Fist of Discomfort? The characters, their outfits, their ultimates, everything. Honestly, the community. The actual matches. Yeah. Nothing is more fun than battling in the dojo, mastering combos and techniques. Sure, the community is great, and the characters are awesome, but I love nothing more than pulling off a sweet ultimate to destroy my opposer.
Could have been worse.
So when I asked you what you love about the game, essentially your answer was the game. It's important to enjoy the other aspects of Fist of Discomfort, because eventually you'll need something to fall back on when you have a really rough patch. Believe me, you'll want something to keep calling you back. Just like you have shoutcasting,
Yeah.
right? Exactly right. While we're chatting, Rhapsody and I don't even notice one of the Max Enforcers slip onto the stage. The echoes of the mic being turned on catches our attention. Hello, FOD Maxers. Hold on to your minions because I like to give you all a huge Max welcome to the creator of Fist of Discomfort, Jason Takeshi. Everyone in the room explodes into applause and hollering. If this were a PPV wrestling match, I'm pretty sure I'd see at least 10 signs scrawled with various declarations of love. Oh. As the cheer continue, a man with the unkempt hair and a sleepy look in his eye approaches the main mic on stage. Hey. And the crowd goes absolute wild despite the muted little greeting he tossed our way. Simmer down, everyone. As you know, Jason Takeshi joining us was completely unexpected. It's not even on the digital Max guidebook. Jason has politely offered to answer a few questions from the audience, and then he'll be available to sign the official 20XX Pro Tour posters. Before the enforcer has finished even speaking, Rhapsody leans in and gently elbows me. You should ask a question. But what do I say? I'm sure he's already answered 1,000 similar questions to anything I could ever ask. Yeah, but it's not every day you get to even exchange words with somebody this influential. Just ask whatever comes to mind. I lift my hand into the air. Rhapsody's got a point. This may be my only chance, and I should take advantage of it. The enforcer sees to my hand raised and makes their way from the stage over to me. They hand over the mic. Oh, hi, Jason. I'm Nomura from Tokicade, and I would like to know what inspired you to make FOD? Who's your favorite character? How's your max been so far? What inspired you to make FOD? I must know how he came up with this game. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to learn the source of his genius. What was your inspiration for creating Fist of Discomfort? Don't know. Boredom? It's based on a prototype when I was a teenager in 1990X. Then forget about for 10 years. Society of Sagas beat me to the genre in 2000X. Anyway, so whatever. Now it's just another MOBA, so who cares? Society of Sagas? The first MOBA? And Mr. Takeshi's actually had the idea before they did? Interesting. That's pretty blunt and a pathetic answer, but maybe he's just not used to public speaking. More people's hands raise in the air, and the enforcer approaches the closest one. The fan stands up nervously, clutching the mic, and begins talking and talking and talking. Seriously, this person is giving their whole life story. Is there even going to be a question at the end of this tirade? So that's why I love FOD. Anyway, Mr. Takeshi, sir, what do you think of the FOD community? The composed developer offers an emotionally distant shrug in response. I don't understand why it's as popular as it is. Really, it's just a silly game I made to distract me from my normal day job. I put it online because I wanted to share it with a few of my friends, and everyone got way too obsessed with it. Then it got picked up by the publisher and became a worldwide thing, and now I'm stuck making sequels until the end of time, so frick me, right? But what about the tournaments? They're great, right? No. Attending tournaments is as enjoyable as eating tinfoil. This was supposed to be a fun game, and the community has transformed it into a complete waste of time. I'd say you should probably throttle it back a bit on your obsession. But hey, I'm just the lead designer. What the frick do I know? Okay, now where's the bourbon? I was promised a bottle of bourbon if I got on this damn stage. Damn. A collective awkward silence fills the FOD base as Jason wanders off. Even the enforcer looks like they're about to start sweating. Okay, that's about all the time we have for questions. If you want a signed poster, please form a line at the stage. And let's give a huge thanks to Mr. Takeshi for spending some time with us today. There's a reply of unceremonious clapping as people relocate from their seats to the queue. Rhapsody sighs loudly as we stand up. So, autographs?
Why doesn't the creator of FOD support the community? It doesn't make any sense. There's so many competitive games that get popular for a year and then die out. But we've kept this game afloat for years. Without us, the players, this game would be nothing. We are the ones that made it what it is. We're the ones putting in all the work to make it this popular and profitable for Mr. Takeshi. To turn your back on your own fans? The people who adore you? leaves a sour taste in my mouth. I don't really want to get an autograph anymore after that display. The magic is ruined.
Rhapsody. I feel the same way. Still want an autograph. Why miss out on this opportunity? I put a comforting hand on Rhapsody's shoulder. My heart is crushed too. I thought the creator of FOD would be excited that so many people played his game. Now I just feel a bit of sadness for us all. I looked up to Jason Takeshi as this beacon of what the FOD community is, what it stood for. I thought our adoration would be shared and that this minute would be special.
Well, that's disappointing.
But it's nothing. Regardless, even if Jason doesn't appreciate the community, we don't need him or anyone else backing us up. We still have each other, right? The FOD scene still has the FOD scene. It's just like how you were saying earlier, right? You'll want to hold on to something that keeps calling you back. Which puts a smile on Rhapsody's face. You know, I was just thinking, we should take a picture in front of the dojo. When else are we going to pretend we are the characters in game? I'm in. Plus, we can post it on our team page. We make our way over to the photo op area. Besides the big backdrop, there's a box of FOD related props for people to pose with, from weapons to costume pieces to little cardboard cutouts of the minions. Rhapsody and I wait patiently until it's our turn. Handing off our phones to the designated FOD enforcer in charge of pictures, we grab a variety of fun props and costume elements for effect. How should we pose? Awkward prom photo, battle poses, fighting poses. We are champions, are we not? That we are. We stand in front of the backdrop back to back, fiercely wielding our fake weapons. We smile proudly and the enforcer takes our picture. It's over in an instant. That's a lot of work just for a couple of seconds. But we'll never forget those couple of seconds. In fact, I like to share more than just a couple seconds with you. Is she blushing? Or are they blushing? I can't tell. Rhapsody offers me a coy smile.
I've noticed you've spent all your free time with me lately, and honestly, I'm happy to receive that attention.
Oh my.
Forgive me for being so forward, but you've stirred something deep within me, something I've never felt before.
Oh.
And if you're okay with that, I'd like to explore that further.
Oh, whoa. Rhapsody outstretches their hand to me, waiting, wanting me to grab it. I hesitantly pause, but I know what I need to say. Bruh, wait. What? No way. Hold on. I'm so confused. Wait. No way. Wait, can I still check my, thing? No, what? Hold up. I didn't expect Rhapsody to be... What happens if I say let's explore this new feeling together? Because Rhapsody kind of basically just confessed in a way. Whoa, hold on. I mean, Rhapsody's a cool person. Whoa. But I want to go for Domino. But what happens if I say let's explore this new feeling together? Am I still not allowed? We're gonna do it. Rhapsody, you've made me feel, well, I very much like to explore this with you. I gently grab Rhapsody's hand and squeeze tightly. Rhapsody squeezes back and pulls me towards them, beaming brightly. I'm glad. Without warning, and for the second time today, I hear that catchy K-pop jingle coming from Rhapsody's pants. Oh, is it time? That's Loxley messaging me. It's time. Wait, hold up. I gotta see my score. Yeah, no, we have the highest score with Domino. And we have It's Domino Grace and then Rhapsody. What the heck? I don't remember, did Domino give me an option for that? Or said something that made me choose between friendship and love? I don't think so, but he definitely did blush earlier when we were talking to him. Damn. That's something. Okay. I had almost forgotten about our potential sponsor. Same, time flies when you're having fun, but now we should meet back with Loxley and see what's in store for Tokacade. Agreed. This was certainly a needed break from my stressful day, but I'm excited and nervous to have a sponsor again. Business awaits. Waving me along, Rhapsody leads me to the crowds of Max and through a door marked staff only. Rhapsody flashes a badge and the support staff simply nod as we pass, as if expecting us VIP status. Apparently, Loxley and Rhapsody have been busy while I was playing tourist. Ooh. Eventually, we catch up with Loxley, and who knows what he was up to while we were at the meet and greet. Excellent timing, my friends. The stage has been prepared for your interview with her. By her, whom exactly do you mean? And someone in a white jacket pushes on past the two of them and stands front and center. Oh my god. It's Queen frickin' Bee. Oh, and her outfit's different too. Oh, she has honeycomb glasses. That's cute. Dang. It's weird because, like, on the Max floor, on the screens, it showed her character from the last game. Obviously, with her new team, but she was, she looked like her older model.
Hey, champ.
I guess she's older.
Been looking forward to this.
And she speaks. She kind of sounds a bit different, though. What? Queen Bee? As in founding member of the Four Heavenly Kings, Queen Bee?
The one and only.
Queen Bee winks and blows an overly exaggerated air kiss in my direction. Can we hook up with her again? Even a PC junkie like me knows Queen Bee, reigning monarch of the competitive arcade scene. Her team, the Four Heavenly Kings, rarely go for the big payday trophies that Team P2W does, but every member of the team is an absolute powerhouse of veteran skill. Okay, she's older than us. And if Rhapsody and Loxley arrange a meeting with her, then... Wait, is 4HK looking to sponsor Tokacade?
Let's just say we've taken an interest in you. There's a lot about your team that reminds us of how 4HK was founded. We started small. An organization of players, by players, for players. Not for corporate f***s.
Oh damn, well, she still cusses.
We train hard, supporting each other. One sword sharpens the other. Think you have what it takes to rise in the same way we did?
Wait, can one team sponsor another like that? I always assume you needed like a powerful esports brand like Crimson Tiger in your corner. Ha! I dare you find someone who doesn't think 4HK is a powerful brand. Teams like L7 come and go. We are frickin' internal. But why help a rival rise to power? I mean, P2W squished us because we posed a similar threat. Please, we're not petty like those P2W frickers. Fresh blood helps everyone in the scene. Especially fresh teams like you, who have their heads on straight. And what better way to test your potential than to fight you, right here and right now. Wait, you want to have a match against Tokacade?
Absolutely.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, damn. But you'll destroy us. I mean, you're 4HK.
Don't give up before the match has even started. Gods can bleed. But this isn't about winning or losing. It's about your skill, your strategy. I want to see your spirit. That's how you will be judged.
Okay, so let's say we agree to this match. Where exactly are we gonna play? Queen Bee flashes me the wildest grin and simply points toward the main stage for Max. On stage? Seriously?
Sink or swim. I don't do things half-assed. I pulled some strings to make this happen. We go live in 5 minutes, right before finals.
Oh boy.
We're the fire before the storm, baby. A tried and true exhibition match.
5 minutes? And isn't it a calm before the storm?
You know what I mean. I want to see how you perform under pressure. You ready?
Oh boy. Certainly thank you for this opportunity and may the best team win. I accept your challenge. Looking forward to showing you what we can do. Depends. You ready to have your butts kicked by a bunch of fooders? Golly, I think Team P2W won't be happy about us upstaging them. Good. Yeah, no. We accept the challenge. I accept your challenge, Queen Bee. I know we're a new team compared to the veterans of 4HK, but I'm eager to show you what we can really do when the heat is on. I am all fired up. And you'll need a teammate, of course, because, well, I've already got one. And that's when a second member of 4 Heavenly Kings makes his appearance. This is the same guy, right? From the last game, who came in to meet her? A veteran player from Japan, possibly the greatest who ever lived, known as some as Kami, but to others as the Demon. Oh yeah, it is him. Kanbawa. An ambush match by 2 of the best players in the scene in front of thousands of people. We are doomed. We are doomed. But this is the path forward. If you want to carry on as a team, we have to impress the 4 Heavenly Kings. So, that's what we're going to do. As for my partner, I don't have the time to call up anyone else on the team. We hit stage in 2 minutes, so I've got to work with what I have. My partner will do Rhapsody. Rhapsody, will you be able to break from your casting duties to play with me? My schedule is cleared and won't miss the chance to take on the legendary Queen Bee. Alright. Time's up. Here we go. Oh boy. This is it. The hardest challenge of my pro career in date. But I'm on a roll, aren't I? When it comes to these big moments, where's the spotlight shining and I'm in the eye of the storm? I've risen to the task. I will do this. I will be the winner. Oh boy. I'm scared. On emerging through the curtain and onto the stage, I'm nearly blasted backwards by the roar of the crowd. Colored lights swing back and forth as Tokukade emerges alongside 2 of the 4 Heavenly Kings, and the audience is hyped to see this happen. The following is an exhibition match scheduled for 1 round. Making their way to the game, please welcome from the 4 Heavenly Kings, Queen Bee and the Demon. Queen Bee soaks up the crowd's applause, pumping a fist in the time to the 4HK chant to keep them excited. And their challenger is the hottest rising stars of the esports scene. It's Nomura and Rhapsody of Tokukade. Did they just cheer more for me than they did the 4 Heavenly Kings? Competitors, to your stations, it's time. Oh boy. I pull out my trusty $8 page keyboard, plugging it in while Queen Bee and the Demon produce expensive professional grade fight sticks. Excuse me. Ones that we could afford with a new sponsor. Okay. Figure out a strategy quick. Queen Bee's picking Silent Blade, and the Demon's already queued up Sensei. Good. I know what their game plan is. From what I know about them, Queen Bee plays an aggro Silent Blade. Attacking relentlessly, I could defend against her. Meanwhile, Rhapsody will have to overcome the Demon's trolling up and defensive play as Sensei. Good. Nothing we haven't dealt with before. That's all the time I have for strategy, as the air horn signals the start of the match. For the future of Tokukade, I need to do my best. Oh boy. Okay, so first, before we do anything, we're gonna save. Yes. Okay. Queen Bee is going to come at me with an attack. The whole point of Silent Blade is to rush down your opponent, so I should defend against it. Okay. So then we will defend. You both defended, it's a tie. You're in 50 points, they are 20. Oh, okay. What? Wait, what? A quick glance at Queen Bee's starting item build shows a defensive build for Silent Blade. Since when does that character have a tank build? So when does Queen Bee not play aggro? Okay, my strategy just went out the window. We're going to need to adapt. Okay, so he said they play defensively, so we'll do special.
This
Oh.
isn't looking great.
Your special loses to their attack. What the heck? And now we're seeing an aggro build on Sensei from the demon, right? At least now I know what's going on. They're playing against type. Queen Bee on the defense and demon on the attack. Odds are they'll mix things up a little now that we're wise to their tomfoolery, though. I'll have to be careful. Okay. So if they're gonna defend, then we do special, right? Yeah. The timing is tricky, but I managed to pull a wicked special move, a sweeping energy kick right to the face of Queen Bee. Your special beats their defense. Hooray. Okay. So then now we defend.
Maybe don't
Oh,
do
shit.
that next time.
What? Oh, they do a special. Why did they do a special? I thought they were doing... Oh, right, no, they're doing the attack. Right. I flipped that one up. So she's gonna defend, right? So let's do special again. Okay. No, we're fine. We're fine. So they attack, right? They're normally defense, but now they're doing special attack, so we do normal attack.
Stay focused.
Yeah.
Don't lose it.
Yay. It's been a weird fight so far, to be sure, but I've just realized something. 4HK hasn't spent their team ultimate ability yet. This at least seems to be playing into what I know about them. Queen Bee likes to bait you into the overextending, then hit you with the ultimate in the late game. The time is now to counter her ultimate with my own. Okay. Then I guess that's what we're gonna do. Oh shit. Both of us have the same idea. Spend our one-use ultimate moves. The screen fills with light as both combatants reach for their inner power. But by countering their move, I came out on top. You countered your opponent's ultimate with your own. What? How do you counter someone else's ultimate? I do attack
Stay
again.
focused. Don't lose it.
You win.
We win! Hooray!
I want more than just this win, but I'll take it for now.
Oop. Here are your winners, Nomura and Rhapsody of Tokacade. We won. We won a match against the 4 Heavenly Kings.
Well fought. You've proven that you got what it takes.
Thank you, ma'am. I stand there in shock as Queen Bee grasps my hands and raises it high while the crowd chants. TKD, TKD, TKD. Whoa. But hey, no great surprise, right? We triumphed in every single high-profile match we ever had. Of course we beat 4HK. We're champions.
Give it up for our challengers, everyone! That was one hell of a fight! And from now on, the 4 Heavenly Kings will be sponsoring their rise to power!
Oh, Jesus.
They're the future of FOD! Look to them for who we should all be in this community. Remember this day, it will resonate forever!
The crowd bursts with excitement, and as we head backstage, bruh, Valkyrie of Team P2W glowers at us while we pass on by because we just upstaged the upcoming main event fight completely. Just a bit of icing on the cupcake of our success. Backstage, things are ramping up for the finale of the Pizza Yums Invitational, with staff members rushing about to prepare the stage for the last fight of the day. Meaning we can loiter off to the side without being bothered. A good moment to reflect on what transpired.
That was amazing.
Wow, that was a great match. I still can't believe we actually got to show our skills against Queen Bee and the Demon. I'll never forget this moment. We really kicked some ass, didn't we? And against some of the best players in the world. pinch me. I can't believe we actually did it. You were amazing. You did so well. Heck, I even feel proud of what I accomplished too. And beyond all that, we got a sponsor. Speaking of our sponsor, isn't it time we settle that business? Probably yes. I'll leave you to it then, and thanks for choosing me to be your partner in this match. It means the world to me. I'm happy to have fought by your side, Rhapsody. See you soon. Even backstage, we can hear the thunderous echoes of cheering audience. It's almost a shame we weren't able to watch the finals or play in them. But our match with Queen Bee and the Demon of the Four Heavenly Kings was certainly a boost for my mood and career. Speaking of 4HK, after the match it was announced they were going to be our sponsors, a huge boon to Tokicade. But as we walked off stage, Queen Bee parted ways with us like the mobbed by rabid fans. She is an esports celeb after all. So now I'm alone, twiddling my fingers, waiting for something to happen next. But before my mind starts to wander too far, she presents herself. Congrats! You frickin' did it! Apologies I abandoned you for a bit, however I had to just put the finishing touches on this. Queen Bee extends out to me a contract, and instead of being elated, only questions of doubts fall from my mouth. But why us? We're relatively nobodies compared to other pro teams.
Listen, champion, we all start somewhere, right? Do you think my road was paved with the bodies of everyone I've slain? Well, it wasn't. There were a lot of setbacks. Losses. A fucking lot of losses. I started out as a baby FOD streamer, barely able to crawl up those ranks. But I didn't give up. Never fucking give up. I worked hard, played hard, and eventually L7 invited me to join their team. I did so thinking I had finally made it, but it was just one more step to get to where I am today. A lot of shit went down when I was in L7. It eventually led up to my humiliating loss against the Demon.
I remember reading about that on all the FOD forums. Even though it was a smaller, unknown venue, the Demon traveled all the way from Japan to fight against Queen Bee. 'Cause it was at Tokicade! Queen Bee lost the match against the Demon, but then in a twist of fate, he ended up inviting her to join 4HK, and now they're both on the most well-loved, intelligent team in the scene.
But even in that loss, there was a win. That loss changed everything for me. Without that singular moment, I wouldn't be here, standing next to you, offering you this sponsorship. So why you? I've been exactly where you are right now, and I want to make that difference for others who I see myself in. Well, not to mention, Loxley and Rhapsody told me all about your last sponsor backstabbing you, and I like to make sure we stick our middle fingers up at big corporations.
Damn. Queen Bee shakes the piece of paper at me one more.
Don't back down now, champion.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm sorry, man. Smiley graciously a nod, extend a hand and handshake. Excitedly grab the contract. High five. Feel like she won a high five. Queen Bee is right. Confidently, I raise my hand in the air, waiting a hand-to-hand confirmation. High five. Queen Bee raises hers in turn, and a satisfying slap echoes throughout the hallway. Right, so Queen Bee cuts me off. This is one small caveat, a condition, if you will. There's always a hook. Trust me, it'll be worth your while, champion. There's a charity exhibition match going next month. And you want us to participate in that? See, that's why I chose you. Smart and knowledgeable. I want you to represent 4HK and use all that fighting spirit you and Tokicade have to do so. Done. Easy. So what's the real kicker? You play against Team Play to Win. Ah, there it is. A charity match against our rivals. I am serving up PTW on a silver platter for you. You just have to gobble them up. It's another shot at your rival, this time in public. Win or lose, it'll earn you major points for the Pro Tour, and will raise a lot of money for children's hospitals. You can't tell me you aren't hyped for this. I'm excited to raise money for charity. I'm happy this will get us in good with the Pro Tour. I'm so hyped to win. I could say I'm not hyped, but that would be a lie. Yeah, this will definitely help us in the Pro Tour. Scoring points for the Pro Tour is exactly what we need. This is what we've been fighting for. Dreaming of. Destination Pro Tour. Population Togekiss. If this will help us succeed, then I'm all for it. I'm about to train up and get ready to go up against our rivals. One last question. Where exactly is this taking place at? Penji Paradise, you know? The giant penguin themed amusement park? Means you get to enjoy the rides before the match, too. Have some fun. You've earned it. Now that that's all settled, I've got other businesses to attend to. The Demon and I have photo ops to do with our adoring fans back at FOD base. Ta! Queen Bee simply turns around and starts to walk away with her back turned. She waves goodbye. Make me proud, champion. Goodbye. Goodbye, former lover. And as our new sponsor fades from backstage, I just hope beyond hope I can make her proud of us next month. My first Max. Who would have thought it ended up how it did? At the beginning of the day, we lost one sponsor, and yet by the end, we gained a new one. A sponsor who believes in us. We fought the legendary 4HK, and the crowd loved us. We're even going to be a part of the FOD2 exhibition event happening at Penji Paradise. This is more than I ever expected to have when I first set out to chase esports glory. But above all, there's the championship, right? We're undefeated, a bullet train going right to the top. I will be a champion. I have to be a champion. There's nothing else that matters. Or at least that's what I keep telling myself. We did it! We finished the level! Level complete! Yay! With the achievement, Maximum Impact. Cleared level 4. You've cleared level 4 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Victory! Let's take a look at your score. Domino's opening up to you. Not bad. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you scored 28,900 points. Nice. Keep talking up with people and your score will go up, up, up. Would you like to change? No, I'm good. You want to save the game? Of course. Yes. And we're gonna go to, and we're gonna end stream there. Cause that was a lot itself. Alright, so we lost a sponsor, but we happened to gain it back. We talked to Domino and we made him blush in the back alleyway. It seemed though he was like opening up to how our relationship is, so that's something. And then out of the blue, Rhapsody kind of like confessed in a way that she likes where we're going, even though we haven't really been talking to them. So that's something. Kinda, I don't think the game will allow for polyamorous relationships, but we'll see where that goes. Rhapsody's confession, or part confession, was out of the blue. But yeah, we're gonna still try going for Domino, unless something else happens along the way. But other than that, that is going to be it for today's stream. Thank you so much for watching. You can find this video on my VOD channel. Other than that, take care, have a good one, and see you next stream. Goodbye!